Hi, my name is Amy Rose with IADC and drillingcontractor.org. I'm here today with Alan Spackman, IADC Vice President, Offshore Division. Alan is the author of IADC's semi-annual report on international standards activities, the latest of which was released in March 2013. Alan, you've authored this report for nearly 20 years. Why do you think this is an important resource for IADC's members?
Well, it begins in the fact that all our members are influenced by the regulations that they have to comply with. And being able to identify those regulations early and be able to influence them during their development is important for our members. So we started the report as a personal effort to track what was happening on the regulatory front and be able to influence those regulations. And that evolved into a report that we provide to our members regularly so that we can gain their input into those regulations that are developing and to focus their efforts where they, either internationally or domestically, on those regulatory and standards development issues to their benefit and the organizations.
How do you compile the information that's contained in the report?
Well, it comes from a variety of sources. Of course, one of the major influences for the offshore division is the International Maritime Organization. So we monitor on a daily basis the documents that are being submitted to the IMO for consideration that may or may not influence our members. And there's probably 20 different documents every day that are submitted. Then we also look at the standards development calendar for the International Standards Organization. ISO is the international body that develops standards affecting multiple industries, but for the oil and gas industry, ISO Technical Committee 67 is the primary source of those documents. And so we look carefully at the ISO calendar and try to alert our members on new standards development efforts at ISO.
Can you give us a couple of highlights from the report?
Well, I think the biggest one for IADC's drilling contractor membership going forward is going to be the International Maritime Organization's review of the casualty reports from the Deepwater Horizon incident. IMO will be taking those up in next spring with its technical subcommittees, and there's about 25 different issues that have been identified to be looked at for possible development of new regulations. They include fire and blast resistance, life-saving equipment standards, and the other things that you would expect to have come out of the Deepwater Horizon incident.
Thank you, Alan, for joining us today. To download a copy of the report, please visit IADC.org. And thank you for joining us today. This is Amy Rose with drillingcontractor.org and IADC.